Before I start this video, I would like to remind you that the algorithm of YouTube hates me and creators and everyone. And my channel is relatively very small, so I need your support. I appreciate every sub and every comment and every like under my videos because it helps the algorithm boost up my videos in order to show it to more people like you. So engage with this video however you like and keep on watching. Hello girls, guys and non-binary pals, I'm Salmon and this is my channel Jolly Salmon. I'm a cosplayer from Poland and I make videos about cosplay and sustainable living. This week we're going to talk about Christmas presents. No matter if the cosplayer in your life celebrates Christmas, Hanukkah, you know, the celebration of winter, I think. No matter what they celebrate, you might be wondering, what the hell do I actually get them as a gift? Luckily, cosplayers are very easy to shop for if you know what to look for. So I am going to help you find some perfect gifts for any cosplayer, but you have to decide what is best for them. A little disclaimer, try not to get the cosplayer things that are completely not made for them. These are usually your friends or family members, so you know them the best, and if they are completely not into The Witcher, don't get them Witcher merchandise. If they are very into sewing, don't get them a stack of EVA foam. And if they already have a Dremel, don't get them another one because it's pointless. Have that in mind and take my advice with a grain of salt. Okay, let's jump right into it. Number 1 is of course the things that cosplayers use up very quickly. I am talking about glue, I am talking about hairspray, I am talking about EVA foam, fabric, Warbler, Plastidip, and anything like this. I know I have grouped everything into one category because it is just so vast. I'm recording this video for the second time because when I started editing it, I realized I was just rambling about random stuff and it was very unstructured. So I am grouping all of these items together because I think it will be easier. You can get your cosplayer blades for their X-Acto knife because blades are just running out very quickly because they get dull over time. Unless you have a sharpener, but more on that later. When it comes to blades, I recommend Tajima black blades. They are very sharp and very easy to dispense. Here. So I use those and I'm very happy with them. When it comes to glue, you have to check what your cosplayer uses the most and most frequently. I love Pateks Universal Classic Glue, which is a contact glue, and I use it for foam. Other people might use super glue, or they might use wood glue as their primer. You can even get them rubber spray, which I will talk about in a different video. Rubber spray is a flexible primer that ensures that your armor or props stay flexible even after priming, so it is very useful for anything that gets very bendy over time, like pieces down in the middle of your belly. And also rubber spray is sprayable, which makes the application brush stroke free. So anything that cosplayers use up very quickly is a good idea to get for them. But what about bigger tools or things that they probably already own? I advise against that, but number 2 is scissors. So I am talking about not getting them a duplicate, but I'm talking about getting them scissors. Why? I have 2 pairs of scissors this big, I have a pair lying somewhere around there, I have a pair I use for my wigs, I have another pair for wigs, I have a small pair that I use to cut small paper cuttings, I have ones for tape. Why do I have so many? Because for every material you are going to use in your cosplays, you need a different pair of scissors because they get dull depending on the material they are used on. So you don't want to use your foam scissors on fabrics because foam dulls the blades very, very quickly. You get the idea, but why do you need so many scissors as a gift? Because as you sew, I lose my scissors, or I break them, or I mix them up and I use them for something else and then they are unusable. And I'm sure many cosplayers are exactly like me. So if you get them a good quality pair of scissors, they're going to be a bit more expensive, but who cares, it's a gift for them, then you can make them very, very happy, because they wouldn't think of buying scissors if they have money that could possibly buy them foam. So take care of your cosplay friends and get it for them. Okay, but what if you don't know what the cosplayer actually wants? What if you haven't visited them in a couple of months because of a certain disease? Then you can give them number 3, a gift card. Gift cards are a great gift idea for anyone, not just cosplayers. So you're probably not surprised I used it as an example here. You can get them a gift card to their favorite hardware store so they could get some glue or paints or primers. You can also get them a gift card to a cosplay specific shop like TNT Cosplay Supplies or Arda Wigs. You could even get them a PaySafe card if they are a gamer and they would like to purchase some skins or a new game on Steam. Another great idea for a gift card is a beauty card, for example to Sephora, Ulta or something. Because you're not really sure what cosmetics they would like to use, or if they already have a certain palette. If they are allergic to something and they won't tell you because it's embarrassing, a gift card solves this kind of problems. And I'm sure the cosplayer in your life is going to be beyond happy splurging on buttons, fabrics and snaps in Michael's during their private cosplay haul. So a gift card is a way to go if you don't know them very well. There is another gift idea that you can hardly go wrong on, and it's number 4. Getting them a lace front wig. Lace front wigs are so realistically looking, they are so versatile, they can be used for any makeup, any cosplay, and cosplayers usually shy away from getting a lace front for a costume that doesn't require one, because lace fronts are expensive and they are very high quality, and you can basically do a cosplay without a lace front and say goodbye to a nice luxury item like a lace front. But you can change that. You can get them a lace front of their dreams even if they don't know about it yet, because you can get them a white lace front that they can dye later or use up for like instants or makeup looks. For example, I got a white lace front last Christmas from my mom, and I haven't used it for a cosplay yet, but I have used it for 3 quarantine makeup looks. And I didn't know I would do that, so thanks, Mom. Look out for discounts and sales and clearance items in stores like Wicked Fashion, Cosplay Buzz, Arda Wigs, or many more. If you'd like to know more places in which you can buy wigs, visit my wig guide part 1 or my where to buy cosplay supplies videos to learn some more. If you don't really want to give them an item for Christmas, you can give them an experience. And that's why number 5 is giving them a voucher for a photoshoot. I actually thought about it and I thought it was such a great idea, because when quarantine started, I was like, I don't have to go to photo shoots, I can take my own photos, but I can't. I am unable to take very good photos, and I don't want to spend money on photo shoots. So if someone spent it for me, then it would be a very good thing. For example, renting out a photo studio for me and a photographer to use would also be a good idea for a voucher. But booking a photographer for me and giving me a voucher to talk to them and show a voucher that, hey, this guy paid for me to get a photo shoot on this and this date, or on any date I desire, please go to a photo shoot with me. It would be so nice, because I would be so motivated to go to this photo shoot, because it would be such a nice gift and I would be so happy. So maybe the cosplayer in your life is also starving for a photo shoot, and you can give it to them. And also, you might even save a photographer's life by giving them money in times like the corona time. Okay, but you are completely broke, like completely. You have zero money in your account, nada. Then I welcome you to the land of DIY with number 6, DIY memorabilia. I saw this idea a while back on Mango Sirene's YouTube channel. She talked about making ornaments and little souvenirs from conventions or from the cosplayers' own history. So like making little coasters with photos of the cosplayer, or with selfies from conventions, or even printing out a nice looking photo and putting it in a frame with a little handwritten note is going to be such a nice and thoughtful gift. They are going to be touched, I'm sure. I would be. So if you are a bit crafty, you can make a gift like this yourself, connected to the cosplayer's life or their fandoms, or anything you would like to. Maybe they like cats. You can sculpt them a little cat mug, or bring them a plant with a little painted pot. The world is your oyster. I'm sure the cosplayer in your life is going to appreciate some DIY gifts. Speaking of DIY, number 7 is fan merch. You can opt for handmade or official fan merch for the cosplayer in your life, because cosplayers are basically nerds that play dress up. I'm sure they have a favorite anime, they have a favorite book, movie, they have a favorite cosplay, and this type of gift would be perfect for them if they collect apparel connected to that, if they collect figurines. But you have to be very careful with this gift, because you might get them something they already have or something they don't need at all. So you have to be very careful, or consult it with them, or be okay with them reselling it afterwards. Okay, but here is something that I think every cosplayer will need, and if they are going to resell it, then it's going to be very beneficial to someone else in the community. And it's number 8. Cosplay books and patterns. There are many cosplayers that make pattern books and guidebooks and cosplay books for cosplayers. From cosplayers to cosplayers. Books like those from Kamui Cosplay, Kinpatsu Cosplay, Grace Willow, Evil Ted, Wirru, Pretzel Cosplay are so hecking useful. There are 3 main types of those books, booklets, and patterns. There are patterns, like patterns. There are also commercial patterns, like from McCall's or Burda, or Yayahan even makes those. And those are patterns for particular clothes, for example dresses, bodysuits, gloves, and they are very useful because they can be adjusted to any cosplay you are going to make in the future. But there are also cosplay related tutorials for a certain cosplay, and also cosplay related patterns. So for example, you can make a Spirit Blossom Ari or Candy Cane Misfortune, and you make a tutorial for that, and you make a pattern for that, and you can buy it for the cosplayer in your life if they're going to make this costume, or use some of the specific techniques that are used in this particular booklet. And there are also very generic books. For example, how to style wigs, how to do makeup, how to do LEDs. By the way, this is the book I would like to have for Christmas, so I'm just saying, I dream of it. I hope it's good. And there are also books for designs like this from Hannah Alexander. She makes beautiful designs and many people cosplay from her designs, and I think getting a design book could also be beneficial to your cosplayer's cosplay crafting career. There is also a book about wig crafting from Crunchies. You can just search the name of the cosplay your cosplayer wants to create and pattern on Etsy or on Google, and I'm sure you're going to find something extraordinary for them. You can even get them 3D model files they can print and make their costumes if they are into that. So just spy on them a bit, check their cosplans maybe on their pages or Instagrams, maybe ask them sneakily what they use and what they would like to have and what they would like to make. I am sure you're going to find a way to check if they already have one of those or what would be useful for them. I think it's already number 9. How did it happen? I think I lost one of my ideas for this list because I compiled the usable items into one category. I'm just going to talk about them right now because I am lost. You can get magnets, snaps, buttons, velcro, paints, paintbrushes, makeup brushes, little pins for the wig head, wig stands. You can get them some cosplay lighting, especially if they are shooting at home because of quarantine. You can get them some interfacing, curlers, latex, face paints, markers that are going to write on foam. And you can get them tools like these. I think this was my number 9 item. Yeah, I do think so. So number 9, get them a knife sharpener. This little knife sharpener is a kitchen knife sharpener and you can use it, oh my god, like this, to sharpen your knives. There are also different sizes of it. There are also sharpeners for this type of knife. There are scissor sharpeners, so you don't have to get them scissors. But this makes any foam crafter life easier because you have to sharpen your knife every single time you cut foam because it dulls the blade like crazy. So buying them a sharpener can change their life. It is a godsend, and you can be a god of cosplay by gifting it to your cosplayer. But if the cosplayer in your life doesn't work with foam and prefers fabric, you can get them some fabric markers that dissolve in water or in heat. You can get them a stack of pins because one can never have enough pins. They always get lost somewhere on their floor. Yes, I do sometimes step in them and it hurts very bad. Or you can get them wonder clips that are a great substitute to pins. Finally, number 10. Don't forget that cosplayers are humans too. Depending on your cosplayer's personality and their taste and their dietary restrictions, you can get them regular people gifts. For example, handmade cookies or commercial cookies. You can give them ramen because they might be very into Asian culture. You can give them mochi. You can give them some nice candles. For example, I really like soy candles in jars that are very, very sweet scented because I just like food and I like my vanilla and coffee scented soy candle. I think you can hear it in the audio. It's cracking. I love it. But I also love vegan gummies, and I would love to get some vegan gummies and gingerbreads under my Christmas tree. Your cosplayer might like plants, or they might love receiving paintings. So regular people gifts are okay for cosplayers. Don't forget about that. So that is the end of my cosplay Christmas list. I hope it helped you at least a little bit, because I had to record this 2 times because I wasn't happy with it, so that says something about myself. Comment below what you would like to get for Christmas. Maybe I guess some of your preferences. And if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, maybe subscribe and write something nice, because I always try to reply to comments and I really like reading through them. So if you have any questions, suggestions, topics for future videos, I also would like to see them in the comments. And if you'd like to support my channel or my costumes, go over to my Patreon or my Ko-fi. They're always in the description, as well as my social media, which I encourage you to check out because I post some nice stuff there. So yeah, Merry Christmas everyone, although it's only the beginning of December. See you next time, bye!